Hi, this is Janet with RemarkablyCreated.com and the Remarkable Stampers. In today's feature of My Digital Studio, we're going to look at the new custom option that's part of My Digital Studio 2. Don't forget, you can enjoy a free trial of My Digital Studio 2 for 30 days to give you a chance to personally load it to your computer, check it out to see if it's going to work for you. I think that you will absolutely fall in love with it. And to try it out for free, that's a price that you can't beat. So let's look at this custom option. It's one of my favorite new features. Once you load My Digital Studio and you click on New Projects, Custom is going to be down in the lower right-hand corner. And when you click on Custom, you're going to have a choice of either inches or pixels. This is going to allow you to specifically dial in the pixels that you want for a Facebook timeline, or sometimes when you're ordering custom photo projects from various other sources that are on the internet, they're going to give you what you need in pixels. In other words, they want the finished project to be 800 by 300 pixels. Sometimes you know inches. For today's photo blocks, I knew that I had 3-inch blocks, and so I was able to go ahead and, okay, we're going to be contrary this morning, and I could just type in 3.0 by 3.0. And then what's nice is I know that the work surface, we're going to do create project. I'm going to put photo block video, just so I know what it is. I'm going to hit OK. And while you may not always be able to tell it just by looking at it, you need to trust that if you typed in the size correctly, the work surface that you're going to have to work on is going to be the size that you want it to be. So now I have a 3 by 3 inch square, and actually I can also check it by using the ruler. I can see here across the top that it's 3 inches, and I can see down the left-hand side it's 3 inches. And now I can go ahead and I can create on this surface as if it was a scrapbook page, a card, or anything else. Now I have a work surface to work on, and I can simply just go ahead and add whatever it is that I want to add to it. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a photo box because I already had these done, and I'm just going to drag it in so that you can see. Now, within My Digital Studio, you have several options for printing. I can come in here under Project. I can click on Share Project, and now I can export it to a JPEG, an SVG file, or whatever, and then I can print that JPEG from my printer if I choose. I can also order it for printing from Stampin' Up! Printing is a little bit of trial and error. It's always very specific to the type of printer that you use and the settings that you have on your printer. On my particular Epson, what I have found is if I want to print at home, which I usually do for craft projects such as these photo blocks, I have found that if I print direct from the My Digital Studio program versus exporting it as a JPEG and printing it, I'm going to get the correct size. And so what I have found is if I come under here and then I come to print this direction, or I'm going to cancel that for a second, you can also come under File and print from here. Either one works. I'm just going to click Yes, I'd like to save it. And then for me personally, I get a box that looks like this. I'm going to click here. I can come down here under Advanced Settings, and I can verify that indeed it is printing a 3 by 3 image. For me, again, with my Epson, I can center it on the page. I can center it one side or the other. I can also print multiple images of that. So I can, nope, that one's only going to let me one. If I had 4, 5, or 6, then it would print one of each on a sheet, so I could have 6 on one sheet for printing. And then I just hit OK, sends it to my printer, and I print it. So again, just a real quick review. With My Digital Studio 2, you have the option of creating custom-sized images simply by dialing in the inches that you want it to be height and width, or the pixels that you want it to be, both the X and the Y side, or the height and the width of that as well. Check your various projects. Again, if you're uploading your images to a website such as Snapfish, Timeless Treasure, it's Timeless something, where you can have custom photo projects printed, which is a lot of times, especially with the holidays coming, you want mouse pads done, you want purses done, custom ornaments done, or whatever. Many times those sites will tell you what the finished pixels should be. Vistaprint's the same way if you're doing promotional items and stuff like that. So again, you just type those in. You get a surface that is the appropriate size. You create within that box. And then, again, based on your printer, you'll either export to JPEG and print that way, or you're going to print direct from My Digital Studio. My guess is that most of you will print direct from My Digital Studio to maintain the sizing that you want it to be. Obviously, if you're uploading it to a site, it will upload in the appropriate pixels. It will upload in the appropriate height and width if you're uploading into a new site. So any questions on these tips, you're always free to email me. You're always free to leave a comment, and I check on those and then I reply back to them. So have fun with this custom feature. And again, if you're not using My Digital Studio 2, I can't encourage you enough to try the free trial so that you can see what is available for you on that full program at the end of your 30 days. So have a great day and God bless.